Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we could do a bit of a catch-up, chatty, what's going on with me video. Grab yourself a cup of tea or beverage of choice. Let's snuggle in for a nice little chat. Let's get on with the video. Alrighty, so yeah, it's been a bit. It's been a few weeks since I uploaded a video, and I just wanted to let you guys know kind of what's going on. Well, first things first, oh my goodness, the weather in Texas has been crazy. We got snow. We got so much snow last week, and it froze for like a few days, and just ridiculous, like in the teens or single digits, and our power and our water, I don't know, it just kind of went out the window because of weird things that I don't really know enough about. But yeah, that happened, and so we didn't have power or water here at the apartment, so but my parents did, so we retreated to my parents for about a week and stayed there. I'm so grateful for my parents for letting us stay there and stay warm, and yeah, very, very grateful that I had a place to be when it was really cold. Yeah, I feel for the people that didn't have any power, and it was just 20, 30 degrees, sometimes colder in their place where they're staying, and some people were staying in their cars. It was crazy last week. So I feel for those people that went through that, and if you went through that, like, my heart goes out to you. So that happened, and also, well, yeah, let's get down to what is kind of making me not upload as frequently as I'd like to. So at the beginning of February, something crazy happened with my right eye. I was at work, and I like came up too fast, I don't know, but all of a sudden, like, I had just like if somebody took a big Sharpie and just like just scratched out, a top right hand corner, like a third of my vision. Like, I could still see behind it, sort of, but it was just like this massive black floater that just appeared out of nowhere, and it kind of dissipated a little bit. It took like an hour to kind of minimize, but it didn't go away completely, and I ended up having to go back to the eye doctor, and they did a bunch of scans, and they looked at my eye, and basically they said I had some inflammation. They said I had uveitis, and they referred me to a retina specialist because I have inflammation in my retina. They showed me a picture of like my left eye and how my retina has like a little divot, and that's completely normal. That's how your retina is supposed to be, but I have so much inflammation that I don't have a divot in my right eye. I have like a mountain. I have like a volcano. So they referred me to a retina specialist, and I did more scans. They had to inject me with this like dye so that they could see my blood vessels better in the eye, and they came up with the same sort of conclusion that I also, you know, I have uveitis. I have it in the back of my eye, and I think they said I had a little bit in the front middle. I don't know. It was a lot of information. If you've ever been at a doctor's office and they're just like throwing all this information, and they're being real nice, but it's just, I just thought that I had dry eye. I thought it wasn't going to be anything serious, so that day was a lot. So they told me I had uveitis, and then they told me I needed to get some lab work done and some x-rays, because uveitis can be a symptom of a lot of other different like autoimmune diseases and like some lung diseases and like, you know, like Lyme disease and lupus. And so they made me go to a lab and get a bunch of blood work done, and they wanted to get me like a chest x-ray just to make sure that like my lungs were okay. And so I did all that, and thankfully my lab work and my x-rays, they came back clean. Like I didn't test positive for any of those diseases, or my lungs were fine. So they're still trying to figure out why I have this random uveitis. They just want to make sure that I don't have something that's causing it. Right now, how they're treating it is they prescribe me a steroid and also dilation drops. Right now, my eye is dilated, and I have to take this steroid drops 4 times a day. The last time I went, she wanted me to even up my dose to like 5 or 6 times a day. So she was like, every 2 hours, just put a drop in your eye. And those steroids, my body's not really liking it. My body doesn't like medication. It's very sensitive. So what I've noticed is that I got really swollen. My face got kind of puffy, and I started, I guess, retaining, I don't know if it's water or whatnot, but anytime I ate like foods that I normally would eat, I would like puff up and I wouldn't, and the steroid kind of makes me like kind of fatigued and just, I don't know. It's just what I have to go through in order to get better, and I know that it's only temporary. But how I am coping with those symptoms is that I noticed, I was listening to my body, and I noticed that, hey, I think salt is making me kind of swell up. But I kind of looked up that this steroid, you know, that's what they kind of do. They kind of, I don't know, I'm not like a scientist. I didn't major in it, but when I looked it up, it kind of disturbs the imbalance of the electrolytes a little bit. So that's why I was swelling. So to counteract the sodium that I was taking, I wanted to up my potassium. So basically, I've just been eating a little bit more potassium and a little less salty foods and processed foods and sodium. So yeah, that's how I'm battling the swelling, and I feel better. Like when I'd swell, I just feel, I don't know, you just feel bad. Like, not because of physicalness of it, but just, I don't know, like whenever you get like really bloated, it just kind of hurts, and I don't like my body feeling like that. So I've been eating lots of bananas and avocados and grapefruits and oranges, and just trying to get my potassium in as much as I can. I feel like that's helped me feel better. If anybody else is like taking a steroid, let me know down in the comments, like, how did you feel on it, and what did you do? And did you find that taking potassium helped you? I don't know. So anyway, I'm taking that steroid, and it's making me feel real great. Not really, but I'm getting on I'm getting on fine. My eye is dilated like at all times, and yeah, I have to wear these like sunglasses like under my glasses because I'm not allowed to wear the contacts right now because I'm constantly putting drops in my eye throughout the day. And I think with having one eye being dilated so much, just the other day, like last week, I had this ginormous headache. I want to say it was a migraine. It was my first migraine that I think I've ever had, because I ended up kind of, you guys don't like talking about sick, then just click away, but I did throw up a lot. My head, like it was just like a bad headache, and then all of a sudden it would just like come in waves, just this throbbing pain of like, and then it would just go back to like a really bad headache and then throbbing pain. It was just waves, and I was just in fetal position in the bathroom, just like rubbing my temples, just like trying to breathe it out. Finally, you know, you take a pain reliever, and it takes a while for a pain reliever to kick in, and it kind of like, I don't know how migraines work, I don't, but all of a sudden I just felt super nauseous. The pain just made me so sick that I ended up just being sick in the toilet. Yeah, that's how I know that it was definitely a migraine. So I haven't had one yet, knock on wood, after that. Hopefully I never have one again. I think I probably was just around a lot of light. I think that was the day that like there was still a lot of snow on the ground, and snow kind of like reflects the sun, and it just was white outside, and so that's just coming in through the windows, and you know, the lights in the house and everything. I just didn't realize that like that was just a lot for my eye to take in while it was dilated, and I think that might have been the reason why I had a really bad migraine. I don't know. But first migraine, and it wasn't fun. So yeah, taking the steroids, I had a migraine, my eyes are dilated, my labs came back clean. I have uveitis. I'm going to the doctor today to see if the steroid drops are doing its job. I'm really scared though, because if they're not doing like as great of a job as my doctor thinks they are, I think we're gonna do a steroid injection in my eye, and I'm not looking forward to that. I don't want a shot in my eye. I don't even know how that works. Hopefully they would numb me, but or sedate me. That would be even better. I do not like needles. I don't even know how like I'm doing this. Like I don't even know how I'm like going to the doctor and I'm like getting blood drawn, and I don't even know, but I'm doing it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go to the doctor today, and I will keep you all updated. I am vlogging. I vlogged yesterday, and I'm vlogging today, and that should be up soon. So they're still trying to figure out like why I have uveitis, and the last time I went in to see my eye doctor, she did want me to get an MRI to rule out MS, because the way that my uveitis is, I have it in the front and the back, and that occurrence happens with people that have MS. So she wants me to get an MRI, but because of everything that happened with the snow and all that stuff, we didn't get it ordered in time for this appointment. But I am getting an MRI tomorrow, so hopefully tomorrow the MRI comes back clean and it's all good, but if not, you know, it's okay. It's gonna be okay no matter what. Sometimes I think about like, why in the world is this happening to me? Like, I eat pretty good, I exercise, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't eat meat, I don't drink like dairy milk. I try to do my best, and I do my best, you know, for me, not for anybody else. I do it to feel good. And sometimes when you do your best, you know, things like this happen. But I've really been taking this time to just, you know, focus on the things that make me happy. I haven't YouTubed because I'm supposed to limit my screen time. I'm supposed to give my eyes a bit of rest. So like my phone's just kind of like in a drawer right now. I look at it a few times a day just to see if anybody's called me or texted me or anything, but I'm kind of off social media. If I do get on Instagram, it's for a very short amount of time, and I've been crocheting. I've always loved crocheting, but it's really helped me kind of be mindful, and it's kind of like this like meditative, oh, I can't speak. It's kind of like this meditative creative process. You're just like crocheting and making something new. I actually made this sweater. It's kind of big and oversized, and I really like it. I'm making another sweater that's maybe not so long, but I don't know, I'm just trying to focus on that sort of thing. I'm doing yoga every day to help me, and I'm also meditating at night. I'll link this girl below, but she has the most amazing like ASMR, Reiki, meditative, like mindful videos before sleep, and I don't know, like she must have hypnotized me. The first time I watched one of her videos, I actually got done eating breakfast and I almost fell asleep in my eggs. Like it was, I've never like felt so relaxed, but I put her on in the background while I'm going to sleep, and just her voice kind of just helps me soothe and I just go right to sleep. Yeah, I'll link her down below, and I think, you know, with all this time to crochet and everything, I think I might, I don't know, I've kind of had this idea of maybe opening like an Etsy shop or something. I don't know what I'm gonna create, but I know it's gonna be like something crochet. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what it is, but I don't know, look for that, you know, on the horizon. Who knows? I might create something, and you know, it'll probably be something small, but yeah, I might do that. And you know, those things, they wouldn't have happened if I hadn't have had this in my eye. Sometimes things happen, and everything happens kind of for a reason. There's struggles and there's hardships and suffering, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Anyway, my battery is flashing. I talk to you guys a lot. Hopefully you got your questions answered. Yeah, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna upload, even though my editing is probably not gonna be that great because I can only be in front of the screen for so long. So sorry. My battery died. I had to quickly charge it and warm up my tea. But to conclude, I have uveitis. I'm getting an MRI tomorrow to see if I have MS. Fingers crossed that I don't, and this is just a random bout of uveitis. Taking steroid drops, eating more potassium to get the swelling down, and gonna go see the eye doctor today. Hopefully my inflammation has gone down. I am crocheting, doing yoga, being mindful, and just trying to be positive throughout this all. I'm limiting my screen time, but I do miss making videos, so I am still going to edit this. They might be longer than usual. I'm not going to be sitting down trying to edit a video for 5 hours. I'm going to try to get it down to just one and taking lots of breaks. But I miss you all. I love you all. I really miss being on this channel, and I'm going to try to upload twice a week. There's going to be a vlog going on this week on the weekend, so look forward to that. Miss you all, lovelies, and I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe if you're new, and see you in the next one. Bye! It's all gonna be okay. It has to be, right? It's gonna be fine.